So you want land, you want a country feel, you want that small town Texas vibe, but still have Dallas access. Before you buy, I want you to watch this video so you don't make any mistakes. I'm going to show you where I would live in the DFW area in 2025. Today we're going to roll into 6 different cities from least expensive to most expensive. So it's going to give you the whole gamut of all the houses. So you don't make that mistake of being far away from your lifestyle that you thought you were getting. It always helps to have somebody like me on your side. Let's dig into it. Hey, I'm Scott Baxter with Relocating to Dallas. Welcome back to my channel. This week we're diving into probably one of the most important topics of getting you to the right spot in Dallas. A lot of people contact me because they want some little more space. And I'm one of those realtors that'll find that for you. And I have lots of videos on acre lot properties, no HOAs. We got it all. And today we're going through the gamut of a lot of different properties. It's going to be a fun time today, so stick around to the end. Click like and subscribe if you find any of the information valuable. Now, I've seen some other channels in DFW do this on YouTube, and everybody has their own opinion. You know, everybody has where they would like to live. But I kind of feel like some of these channels are taking the places that they would want to live, and they're kind of putting in the most hot spots in Dallas so they can sell you a bunch of homes, right? Me, I kind of feel like I'm going to hit some ones that you didn't expect this week. I'm going to hit the ones that I like, not just the ones where there's massive potential to sell, right? I'm not interested in doing that for you. I'm interested in finding you the right place and the right house, and maybe somewhere a little bit off the beaten path to where you're going to be like, oh, that was a good idea, Scott. Good idea. So that's where we're at. Let's get into our first city. Our first city and most affordable city that I'm going to go to that I would move to in 2025 is Waxahachie. Now, Waxahachie is on the south side of Dallas, and this is like off the beaten path. This is off the radar on a lot of people. When everybody talks about that area, they talk about Midlothian or Mansfield, but Waxahachie is right next to it. Actually, Waxahachie reminds me a little bit of Rockwall. It has a really cute downtown. It has a lake, not as big as Rockwall's, but it has a nice lake, has acre land, it has A-rated schools. It has a lot going on there in Waxahachie, and it's a really small town Texas vibe. And the prices are amazing down there. You can really get a good price in Waxahachie. Now, if you've ever heard of the Star in Frisco or the Gates of Prosper, these are all Blue Star developments by Jerry Jones, the owner of the Dallas Cowboys. Now, Jerry Jones has bought 120 acres down in Waxahachie for a mixed-use development, which will bring lots of retail, lots of jobs, lots of everything, and you can bet it's going to be pretty nice, since there's the Star of Frisco and the Gates of Prosper, which Gates of Prosper has like 800,000 square feet of retail space. So this is a game changer for Waxahachie. Waxahachie is a small town right now, but I think it's going to start growing, and the more it gets on the map. But right now is a really good time to get into Waxahachie because there's lots of 1 acre land properties, and there's lots of space to go because it's the last town in Dallas before you head to Austin. So if you ever need to go south at all, Waxahachie is a great choice, and it's a good vibe down there. Just when you get there, you feel like you're at home. All right, Waxahachie, Texas, median home sale price is $372,000. Population is 50,000 people, and the tax rate is 1.35% plus county taxes, and that just varies wherever you're at. Now, I do have a video on Waxahachie and some acre lot properties that are right next to a lake if you'd like to check. And check out the thumbnail right here. Find it on my YouTube channel, and I'll put it in the description down below if you want to watch that. Now, number 2 on my list today of places that I would live in 2025 is Van Alstyne. Van Alstyne is a cute small town just minutes north of McKinney on that I-75 corridor. This puts you away from the city, but you can get right into Dallas and do a commute if you needed to. Probably be better if it was a couple days a week commute if you were kind of like hybrid, or if you worked from home. Van Alstyne would be perfect. Van Alstyne has those rolling hills and it just goes on forever and ever, and lots of acre lot properties, multiple acre lot properties, lots of ranches up that way. Nothing's even touched this up this way yet. Dallas has not gotten to it, and I don't think Dallas is going to get to it for quite some time. So if you get into these neighborhoods in Van Alstyne, they even have smaller neighborhoods, but they have some no HOA neighborhoods. And actually, I have 2 videos on that if you want to take a look. And I'll put my videos right here, the thumbnails. You can find them right in my YouTube channel. Go look at those and just give me a call if you have any questions on those. But Van Alstyne is an up-and-coming city, and man, is it a nice, cute town to be in. I just get a warm feeling when I'm there. Love the country roads. Love all it has to offer. The competitive pricing is just one of the most amazing things about it. Van Alstyne's median sale price for homes is $385,000. Has a population of about 8,300 people, and the effective property tax rate is just at 1.35%. And they have an A-rated school district up there. So Van Alstyne's really high on my list. It's actually pretty affordable too to build there. So if you ever want to look in some place that everybody's really not pointing to very much, Van Alstyne's it. All right, number 3 on my list of where I would live in Dallas, Texas, if I had to start it all over 2025, I would pick the town I live in now. I love it. It's called Rockwall, Texas. Now, Rockwall, Texas has an A-rated school district. It's in one of the richest counties in Texas, but the prices really aren't that bad. And you can get up to $1 million rather easily, but there's lots of used homes here that came and they started kind of going around in like the 2000s, and those are anywhere from $450 to $650 for a used home right next to the lake in these lake communities. Or you can get into new homes for the same price. That's the kicker of Rockwall. So if you want that lake life, if you want to like hang out at the harbor is like where all the restaurants are, right on the lake. Has a movie theater, has fountains, it has everything you want, including sunset cruises, that whole lake life lifestyle, and sunsets every night over the water. You cannot do better than Rockwall. Plus, Rockwall has one of the cheapest tax rates in DFW, and it's just about 1.54%. And if you're looking for no muds and no PIDs, most of Rockwall was developed a long time ago. So you're not going to find hardly any, if any, muds and PIDs to be added. And those are like the infrastructure taxes, you know? So, hey, Rockwall is a good choice. If you want to come to Rockwall, I have a whole playlist of Rockwall. I've done every single neighborhood here because I love this area. And just check it out. Any questions, give me a call. Okay, number 4 on my list of where I would live in Dallas-Fort Worth area in 2025 if I had to start all over. Now, if I had a little bit more of a budget, you get in there with a smaller budget too. But my next choice is Heath, Texas. Now, Heath, Texas is right next to Rockwall. Of course, it's south of Rockwall, and it's still on the lake, but it's higher end than Rockwall. Now, Heath, Texas has a lot of really nice neighborhoods where the houses start in the millions. So you're getting these 1-acre properties with these custom homes. And, you know, they go from $2 million all the way up to $4 million that I've seen. And if you want to be on the lake, those are hard to come by. But I've seen some properties for sale on the lake here, some fixer-upper homes and stuff like that. So if you want to be on the lake, give me a call and we can talk about that. So how you get to Dallas from Heath, Texas. You go up through Rockwall and then you head on the I-30. Now the I-30 project, they're building a couple more bridges. They're widening everything. They're trying to make that commute easier. They're actually building 2 more bridges across the lake. So that's going to help you alleviate the traffic and get away from all those semi trucks that are heading up to Texarkana. And that will just help a lot. Although most of the wrecks that I see are not involving those trucks. It's all the people speeding like it's going crazy, like some Texans do. But that's just part of the deal about moving to Texas. The median home price in Heath, Texas is $815,000. The population is 11,500. And the effective property tax rate is the same as Rockwall, 1.54%, but it can go up to 1.6. And on some of these, if you give an MMD or a MUD in there, it can kind of raise your property taxes over to 2. In that specific neighborhood, though, where it goes over 2 with the MMD, you're paying for a lot of amenities, and that's Heath Golf and Yacht Club. And I have plenty of videos on every single builder in Heath Golf and Yacht Club. I have plenty of videos on Heath. What I do suggest, if you're interested in Heath, is checking out my playlist on Heath, and you can go through a bunch of videos, including a Heath vlog tour that I did. And man, you'll find everything you need to know about Heath. And if you want that little quietness outside of the city where it feels like you're in the country, but it's actually really higher end living, man, you want to do Heath. Heath has some nice houses, some super nice neighborhoods, and the crime is practically non-existent over this way. And that's that small town Texas feel with that luxury living. That's Heath, Texas. All right, the next town I'm going to show you guys is number 5 on my list out of 6. And this one's going to give you 1 to 2 acre lots. It's going to be in the Allen or Plano School District, depending on what neighborhood you're in. And this one is called Parker, Texas. Now, Parker, Texas is out there. It's like right kind of in the middle of the city, it feels like, but it's all acre lots. They don't even allow commercial in Parker, Texas. So it's all homes. They have like one little small commercial and there's not much there at all. I think there's a Walmart and a sandwich shop and not much going on there. Maybe someplace to get your haircut. But everything, you're right next to the city. You're 15 minutes away from Plano, which has everything. Plano has like the best restaurants. It has so much to do in Plano. We go over there all the time from Rockwall. So if you're ever looking to go into and have some excitement and get into the city, it's right there. But in Parker, you're going to feel like you're totally out in the country because that's the way they planned it and that's the way they want it to stay. And so you have these certain neighborhoods, and if you have the budget of over $1 million to maybe 1.7 million to 1.7, I would say check out my playlist of Kings Crossing and Whitestone Estates. And these are going to be the grand homes and Shattuck homes. And these are the really big ones. So I've seen them up to over 8,000 square feet go over there, but I've seen them as small as 4,000 square feet. Plus you get a whole yard. Everybody has plenty of room between everything. Now, Parker, Texas has a median home sale price of $1,260,000. Population is 6,431. Tax rate is 1.52%. Depending on where you live in Parker, you'll go to Plano Independent School District or Allen Independent School District. There's no bad choice here. So I would check out my videos on Parker, Texas. I even do a vlog tour of the town. And if you have any questions, like I said before, just get a hold of me. All right, my sixth city for today. If I was to do it all over and I had a pocketbook just like Parker, Texas, they're about even in the costs, I would pick Lucas, Texas. Now, Lucas, Texas is just on the west side of Lake Lavon, and it's all country roads. It's absolutely stunning. It's absolutely beautiful. And there are so many places up there. Not a lot of new builds, to be honest, but it's all pretty much built out, but they have some nice acre lot properties. If you want to go into some used homes and find some nice old mature trees and just have that house that you've always dreamed of in the countryside, Lucas, Texas is one beautiful spot. I will give it that. And these are places that I just feel quite at home with. When you get there, you're like, a little bit of country feel. Oh, I don't feel like I'm so much in the city going, but you're just right next to the city. And the drive from Lucas, Texas is not that bad at all. And you're right next to Allen, and you're right next to Plano, and you're right next to everything, really. The median sale price in Lucas, Texas is $1.15 million. The population is about 8,300 people. And the effective property tax rate is right at about 1.44%. Schools in Lucas, Texas fall under the Lovejoy Independent School District, which is an A+ rated school district. Now, if you want to check out one of my Lucas videos, I did do J. Anthony Homes up there by that area, and they have a couple neighborhoods. And that's a custom build, and you can get exactly what you want, even a basement. They take a pool and actually reverse engineer the pool, because you can't have basements in Texas. And they reverse engineer a pool, and then you can have a basement. It's a really cool thing. And if you got the budget for something like that, J. Anthony Homes is amazing. I would check out my video and find that out right here, and check that out. You'll really like it. All right, I'm Scott Baxter, your local Dallas realtor. Thanks for joining me on that one. If you're looking to relocate to Dallas, you can get a hold of me, 945-244-0342, or at our email, hello@dallasrelocationteam.com. I also have a website, dallasrelocationteam.com, and you can go through that, and it has a lot of useful information. And don't forget to go there as well. Don't forget to click like and subscribe if you have any questions at all about any of this. I know I went into a little bit more on the countryside here and a little more space. And if that kind of interests you, I'm probably the right realtor for you, because I really like those country roads and the little space, but you're right next to everything. You just kind of feel out of the mix a little bit more calm. And we still try to get those A-rated schools for you, and that lower tax rate, and the really quality builders that you expect from my channel. So if you want and need a realtor, give me a call, 945-244-0342. I help families every day move here, and I can help you too. So I'm Scott Baxter, your local Dallas realtor. Never stop chasing that dream home. And if you want to go down the rabbit hole, I have another video for you right here.